Now let's go ahead to the other side and we're going to look at that identity property for multiplication. Just had to change pens and colors, but now we have identity property. And now I'm going to just create a line here to say this can be written in two different ways. It can be written as the identity property for multiplication, or it might be known as the identity property of 1. Well, what's this property telling us? Well, it's telling us when you multiply a number by 1, any number by 1, let's just write that variable a down again. So this time I'm going to multiply. So let's just throw an asterisk on the screen there. So a times the whole number 1, or any number times that whole number 1, results in the product of the original number. In this case, that's a. Before I write that down, let's rewrite this problem as that whole number 1 times our variable a, or any number. So a times 1 is identical to 1 times a. But regardless, whatever problem you're looking at, it results in a product of that other number, a. So let's box a up. Let's take a look at another problem here. I'm just going to write an 8 on the screen and we'll multiply it by 1, or we could rewrite this so that it's 1 times 8. Regardless of which way the problem is written, multiplying by 1 won't change the number, so you'll always have a product that's equivalent to the other number. So let's go ahead and box this up and we'll just look at one more problem here. In this next problem, let's take a look at a number multiplied by a variable, and we're going to multiply, in this case, 4a times 1. Or I could rewrite this as 1 times 4a. Well, regardless of what 4 times a equals, multiplying by 1 won't change that original number. So you get a resulting product of, in this case, 4a. 1 times 4a is still equal to 4a. Let's go ahead and box these up. So the identity property for multiplication says when you take a number and multiply it by 1, the result is that number itself. So I could have 8 of something 1 times, or 8 pieces of candy in one box, or I could have 1 of something 8 times, such as one individual piece of candy in 8 separate boxes. Regardless, when you multiply a number by 1, it results in that other number, in this case 8.